Welcome back to my channel. Here is Myra Ilbert again with you, and today I'm going to talk about the next part of my story, being stolen. Well, as I said in my last video, that 10 years ago I found out that I was adopted, like they have said, of course, even though I've always known in my inner that they are not my parents or good people, at least according to their behavior with me in time and moment since they took me. Today, I'm going to tell you about how works things when it is about to have justice in your country. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the justice in Romania. So, a few weeks ago, I went finally to the police to tell them my case, my story, I mean, not to denounce those who stolen me. I just wanted them to looking for my parents and bring them to take me with them. The policeman did not believe me at all in all that I have said about my case. On the contrary, he was keeping the side of the kidnappers, telling me that they are probably too protecting with me, keeping me controlled all the time. And I didn't agree to this, and I told to him that, sorry, but the way they are protecting me, it is not a normal way. The policeman did not believe me at all in all that I have said to him about my case. On the contrary, he was keeping the side of the kidnappers, telling me that they are probably too protected with me, keeping me so controlled all the time. And I tried not to answer to the policeman, to his word, because I might be angry about his conclusion. I agree to be too protected with your child, but in a normal way, of course, in that way that follows the goodness of your kid, of course. But according to my kidnapper's parents, to say, I couldn't say the same thing. They are not protecting me, they are controlling me to do everything for hide their fact with me. I think it is the optimistic way for hide their fact with me. According to their behavior with me all my life, I couldn't say they have protected me, but they have controlled me to protect their fact with me. About that, they have stolen me and not adopted me. The policeman said also that it's quite normal them to not want to tell me the truth about my origin, about they have took me. And again, I was not fine with what he said, because It is just blowing mind to me thinking like this as policeman. So obviously I was shocked at that moment, and finally I understood on my skin to say how things works in Romania when it comes about criminals, victims, and justice at the same time. After so many my insistence, the cop have tried to make some research in their database of missing children in the 19th, and he found nothing there because he was looking for my identity date, which is fake, having in mind that I was stolen. So I tried again to explain to the cop that it is normal that the kidnappers have changed all my real identity date to hide me from my parents that were looking for me for sure on that moment. So I think going to the police was completely useless for me and for my situation too. So I tried to close the talk with him quickly and to make up my disappointment of him, because I don't know, I felt I have lost my time going there and telling him my case. And I realized that the justice of the country, it is not about to work for the justice, in fact. So I'm sure that the cop did not believe me when I said that I was stolen from my family by the adoptive parents, instead by the kidnappers' parents, to say. Obviously, the cop was telling me in my face that probably I got bored of the kidnappers. He said adoptive parents, obviously. And now I'm looking for my parents, my real family, just to have a better life with them. On that moment, I felt so bad and offended, thinking I'm living in this country, Romania. That's unbelievable to go to the police to, to tell your case and to receive some bad conclusion from a cop. And I don't know, I was shocked about everything. I have talked with him, and especially about his conclusion. So I kept going my way, living that place that is full of injustice to me and for other people too, I think. And yeah, that was my story. I don't know. So on that moment, I just found out how it works, things in Romania when it comes about to have justice in your case. So I'm so sorry that I have lost my time, my precious time going there. and exposing my case with such people that are thinking like this. So, for you to understand, I was not expected the cop to believe me, but at least I was expected him to try to understand my case, to put me some questions about, to try to make a good research about my parents, about, I don't know, about that I was between so many disappeared children on that moment. I think that's the correct way to act as cop, right? I repeat, I was not expected him to believe me. I was expected him to be neutral and to try to help me with my case, to try to check every word that I say, which is normal. Well, the policeman, when, as I said before, the policeman have tried to make a research on my database, which is fake, because in my fake identity card I have another age that I have actually. So I have in my fake identity card, obviously I have an age that is not mine. There appear that I was born on 1817, but it's not like this. I'm sure I was born in 19th. Well, I kept going my way, leaving that place, and that's it. Yeah, I would like to know some of your opinions about my case and about my experience with the police and the justice in Romania. So please try to comment below about your opinion. And obviously, if you have some advice for me, I'm open to receive any kind of advice from you. So thanks for watching and listening my story tonight. I'll be here next time. Bye. Thank you so much.